Best day of the month? It's gotta be haul day. Let's get at her. What's going on, YouTube fragrance community? Welcome to my April 2018 fragrance haul. And this haul, spring is upon us, and this haul was pretty much based on that. A lot of these are blind buys, but when you're in the game as long as I am, you kind of know what's going to be built for spring, summer, and of course for winter and fall. So yeah, I can't wait to delve into these. We got some cheapies, we got some higher end designer stuff. Of course, we got the House of Guerlain, which I absolutely love, and then maybe a house that some of you may not know, but don't sleep on this one. This may be the best fragrance in the whole freaking haul. So let's get into my April haul. And this one, I rather enjoyed it. Of course, I got it in mid-March, give or take. And I've been wearing these from time to time just to kind of dip my toe into, of course, this fragrance, and this fragrance already made a spring list. And that's because I've been wearing them. So tune in. If you haven't checked out my spring list for niche and designer, yes, I made it on time. So go check them out. Highly appreciated from yours truly. So let's get into it. Let's start from here. And this one right here, very interesting. It is from Pharrell Williams. And I believe it was created with the House of Comme des Garçons. Super uber cheap. Like, this is cheapy now, cheapy territory. I see a lot of my American friends that get this at TJ Maxx and stuff like that. Really interesting looking bottle, first and foremost, and it's called Girl, and it's for, as it says here, for girls and boys. It is EDP concentration. Really interesting purchase for me because I recall when this first came out, and for the years after that, it was fairly expensive. Comme des Garçons pricing. So really interesting seeing it in the bargain bin now. So this may be a sleeper hit. Again, if you're new to my hauls, I didn't give you the introductory here. My hauls are subscriber's choice, so you can comment below and vote for one of these per YouTube name, and basically I tally the votes up, and the one that gets the most gets the first impression and then the first fragrance review on my channel. They're all getting reviewed, but it's kind of like just a fun game, and you guys get to comment too. So anyway, and also of course all these fragrances are from fragrancex.com. My partner in crime. You can utilize my code Robes08 and get all of these fragrances. I believe the only one that's out of stock is the one that I cherish the most, unfortunately. I got the last bottle, I'm sorry. But the other ones are in stock, especially this one's going to be interesting to see, especially for the price. The change of price is very, very interesting to see those type of fragrances. So if you want Girl, you know what to do. Vote down below. And I don't mean you want Girl, you want the actual fragrance, Girl. Next, let's go right beside it, Louis Vuitton. Finally, I've been on my channel, I've been asking for LV to make a fragrance. Why not? They are the epic designer, you know, the epitome of designers. So why not have an actual brand? So it comes like in this little tube thing, kind of like, I guess, Dior fragrances and stuff like that. So yes, it's kind of like niche-like quality. Don't expect this to be like under 100 bucks. No, this is very expensive stuff, even on Fragrance X. And this is a blind buy. I've never smelled any Louis Vuitton fragrance, so they had several of them on Fragrance X, and I did as much research as I can, and I went with Mille Feux, and this is a kind of a cool cap actually, and you got the LV on the top here. But I went with Mille Feux. It's a raspberry-based fragrance with a suede-like leather. Don't think it's Tuscan leather. Part 2, no, it's not. It's more about the raspberry and some of the florals in this fragrance. Very much unisex. I actually really like this one. So of course, if you want Louis to win, you know what to do down below. Next is, I'm not going to say the sleeper hit, but that's for this one. But this one has been on my radar. Forget all these. This has been on my radar the longest. I think I've wanted this since I started my YouTube channel, if that could be correct. I remember getting Pomme de Lune, and this was next in line. This is from the Aqua Allegoria line, and they changed the packaging on me, first of all, and the bottle looks the same, but it's different. They have a sticker now on here, and this is an actual cap where my Pomme de Lune is not. So they changed the look of it. It looks good. EDT, and this is a mint-based fragrance. Really definitely made for spring. A very green based fragrance, as you can see with the green. I love this line, and Fragrance X has a lot of them. I feel like snatching them all up because they're all under $100, and they're very simple, straightforward, but easy to wear and great. And a lot of them are freshies, so I need more freshies in my life. So Herba Fresca, if you want to vote for this one, that will be the first one to be reviewed if you want it. So next, last but not least, not the most expensive of this whole lineup, but it is from a brand that I've had my eye on for a while, just never pulled the trigger. This was first on the list from the brand, and this is DS and Durga, and this is a fragrance called Burning Barbershop. It did make my niche 2018 top 10 list, and it is an EDP fragrance, but the thing with this fragrance is it has, it's basically what it says on the bottle. Burning Barbershop is exactly what it is. And it's such an, it's very artsy, but at the same time, very much wearable. It has a smoky accord, of course. It's very smoky, but it also has a lot of, how can I say this? It has a lot of, obviously barbershop-like quality. So it utilizes lavender. I think there's lavender absolute in this fragrance. There's lime, there's spearmint. So it really brings out a lot of those barbershop qualities, and it really seems like it's a burning barbershop. And look at me, I'm actually starting to review these already, and this is just supposed to be me introducing these to you guys and seeing which ones you'd like me to do a first impression on. I'm already doing a first impression. So there it is, my haul for April. I think, again, I've had minimal tries with these, but I think it's great for spring. My next haul, not so much, and you guys are going to see that, but I go with what I think is best for my collection and change things up a little bit on my channel too. And I want to do a little bit of different things and bring out a lot of fragrances. And a lot of these fragrances you're going to see, they're going to get semi-positive to positive reviews unless I'm really off base, because I'm not going to buy a shitty fragrance off Fragrance X just to have a shitty fragrance review. I used to do that, but not so much anymore. So I really like it. It's like Christmas. I don't want to be disappointed. So anyway, thank you for watching. Again, don't forget to vote, and have a good one.